Stuff is raw and organic. My voice is dynamic.
My name is Emma Kahle, and I am a freestyle player and an ultimate player from Seattle, Washington. I started playing Frisbee when I went to Seattle Country Day School. Started there in kindergarten, and as kindergartners we weren't able to play ultimate quite yet, but we saw the older kids playing, and we knew that when we got to 6th grade, that's when you got to start playing ultimate Frisbee. So that's when I started, when I got to 6th grade. And Mary Lowry still is a teacher there at Seattle Country Day School. So she was my teacher as well as my ultimate Frisbee coach. And right away, it was one of my favorite sports to play. I loved that we got to play mixed ultimate in middle school. That to me was really special. I played a lot of other sports. Those were all single gender, so I thought it was really cool that ultimate Frisbee was this opportunity to play a mixed sport. By the time I got to 8th grade, Mary started to introduce some of us to some of the freestyle moves and give us a taste of what that looked like. And I do remember the day when Paul Kenny came into our classroom and gave us a demonstration of his famous machine gun. He's sitting right here. His favorite machine gun move. So that was really cool. Definitely pumped me up to try, as a 13-year-old, to try and learn the machine gun. But pretty much right from 8th grade, I caught the freestyle bug and really just started playing both of these sports together. Started to develop freestyle skills. Growing up in Seattle, there's a big freestyle scene at Green Lake Park, so going out there every weekend day in the summertime. And it wasn't the easiest as a 13-year-old because most of the other players in Seattle were quite a bit older, 30s, 40s, 50s, even in their 60s. So definitely was, just hanging out with these folks and just learning from them. But I didn't really start competing since I was so young. And I was playing ultimate through this time. I went to high school, played on my high school team, and I even started a freestyle Frisbee club at my high school, which basically just entailed convincing my ultimate team to come to the gym during lunchtime and practice some trick catches and throws. And then by the end of high school, I started to lose a little interest in freestyle since it was kind of rough not having any other really dedicated players my age. And I really started focusing on ultimate. I played for the youth club championship team that year in Seattle. And when I went off to college, I was, psyched for ultimate. That was going to be my focus, and I was going to just really key in on that. So I didn't even bring any of my freestyle stuff with me to college. I didn't even really know that freestyle existed outside of Seattle. But a few months later, I show up at college, and who do I see on my college campus? I very soon met Daniel and James, who were both playing freestyle Frisbee at Columbia University, which is just kind of the craziest coincidence that is the school that I was going to, and they were already there playing freestyle. So right away I realized, oh wow, people my age play this. Also, people outside of Seattle play this. So quickly I met the whole New York City tribe, and they were just also fantastic. Took me in and got to just jam with them every Thursday for All-Star Thursdays in the Sheep Meadow. So yeah, pretty soon I was right back in it, right back in the freestyle world, and started competing that year as well. So went to my first world championship that year, competed with Daniel in 2011 in Prague. And from there, since then, it's basically been getting to play both of these sports at the highest level that I can, and just really getting so much out of both of them. I played ultimate in college, and then went on to play up my 5th year of college Frisbee when I went to grad school at University of Washington. Now I play for a women's club team in Seattle, Seattle Underground. I've been captain of that team for the past 2 years. This year, take a step back from captain, back on the leadership squad, but still loving being a part of that community. We actually just last weekend began the series, the end of the season, so we played in the sectionals tournament, and we're gearing up for regionals next weekend to try and make it to nationals. And then for freestyle, we're here now. This is a fantastic event to be at. It's really, really special to get to be here. The first time that freestyle is at a big multi-sport event like this. And there's just so many other cool sports to get to see here and meet some of the other athletes. And it's really a treat to get to be here competing with Daniel. Like I said, we competed the first time, my very first tournament in 2011 in Prague. We did our thriller routine then, and we brought it back. We're doing it again now, so it's very full circle. And it's really, really fun to be here. So coming up next for me in FRISBEE, I'm very much looking forward to the World Championships for freestyle, which are being held in Seattle, Washington. Actually just 10 blocks away from where I live on Capitol Hill, so could not be closer to home. Really, really excited to have the entire world coming to our city. I have not yet gotten to compete in a world championship in Seattle, so I'm really looking forward to this opportunity. In the women's division, I'm playing with Mary Lowry, so again, another full circle opportunity. Since she's really the person, I call her my FRISBEE mom, because she is really the person she's the reason why I'm here. She's amazing, very inspiring, and has done so much to just spread the love of FRISBEE in Seattle and beyond. So I'm so grateful to have her as part of my life. So it's really meaningful to get to play with her. We played in 2013, and that was really great, and so I'm really excited to play with her again at Worlds this year. And on the ultimate side of things, I mentioned our team, Seattle Underground. We're headed to regionals next weekend in Salt Lake City. So we're really looking forward to that. And there are 3 bids to go to nationals, so we're gonna do our best and have a lot of fun out there and just take every game at a time and see what happens at the end of the day. I would say what means the most to me about the FRISBEE world is the community, and I'd say that goes for both ultimate and freestyle. They both have really, really strong communities, a lot of similarities and also some differences. I'm really grateful to get to be a part of both of these communities. You know, the ultimate community, I have, really tight-knit team with Seattle Underground. Been playing with them for a number of years now, and you build those really close relationships over those years. You work really hard together, hard practices, hard tracks, and you put it all out on the field together, and that's something that's really special about, a big team sport like that. Everyone really coming together. And then, beyond just our team, obviously the greater ultimate community is also really fabulous. Being in Seattle, there are many, many ultimate players. Getting to be part of, for example, like the Winter Wonder League has been really great the past few seasons, like getting to play with other women in the winter in more of a league setting where it's more for fun. That's really great, get to meet new people. And then beyond Seattle, there's also the international ultimate community. This year I was fortunate to be able to travel to Kenya and bring a bunch of FRISBEEs with me there. I reached out and got in touch with the local ultimate team, and they were so excited to come meet me and come play with me. That was a really special moment to get to meet them. And they just have so much energy and excitement. So the ultimate community is really great. Similarly, the freestyle community is amazing. Similarly, great people, but also it's a little bit different because the sport of freestyle is quite a bit smaller than the sport of ultimate. You're really off the bat just thrown into this international world. And if you go to any sort of international tournament, you're gonna meet all of these people right away. My first big international tournament in Prague in 2011, immediately I just got to meet all of these people that I had seen on YouTube videos and been, watching them play for so long, and I got to meet them in person just immediately. And the coolest thing was that they were excited to meet me as a brand new player to the sport. So that was something that's really special about the freestyle community, I think, is just how welcoming everyone is. Doesn't matter if you're a brand new player, Everyone is super excited to meet you, super excited to play with you, and just to grow our community. I think, yeah, there's a reason that we call the freestyle world the Jamily. So as a family of jammers, we are the Jamily, and I think that just really speaks to the core of who we are as freestylers. So I think my overall goal whenever I play Frisbee is just to have fun. Whether that's on the ultimate field or out on the freestyle competition, at the end of the day, that's the most important thing. You get out there and you work hard with your friends. You've practiced a lot, you've put in a lot of time and energy to either prepare for an ultimate tournament or prepare for a freestyle routine. But at the end of the day, you're playing Frisbee in the park with your friends, and that's definitely the most important part.